So that's what we do. Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. It's Friday. It's Friday. So we're having a good time on Friday. Yes, so make sure you are posting on Friday. You're doing your video on Friday. Yes, you're making your contacts on Friday. You're meeting new people on Friday. You are following up on Friday. Yes, today is your day. They say people get more energy on Friday. So it's a good day for you to be building your business on Friday. And you don't take off when you're the CEO of your own business. You don't take off. This is the day you grind, baby. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is on because that's when people are actually spending more money. Yes. And so you want to get your money, honey. And so you want to make sure if you are the CEO of your business, you are a business owner, you working today, baby. You working. So if you have a business, put business. So you're my people. If you have a business, put business in the chat. Say business. If you want a business, I see you. You need a business. This is called the gig economy. You need a side hustle. Okay. So if you want a business, you want to learn, and I need to get started, Jerusha. Yes. Put yes in the chat. Say, yes, I need a business. You're talking to me. There are no guarantees working for somebody else. And so I just want to encourage you to start that thing, girl. Hello, beautiful. Yes, business. If you already have a business, put business in the chat. So I don't know how many people follow me who already have a business. And if you want a business, put yes. You like, I want a business. So I got some good news I want to share with you. I'm pretty excited. So for those of you that joined the January Jumpstart, congratulations. Yes. But I wanted to offer you, and just let me tell you, follow-up is crucial to your business. Follow-up, and more follow-up. So I said, you know what? Let me offer this follow-up training for the pretty people. So let me just tell you, if you don't know, my trainings are what? It's going to help you level up in your business, right? So I'm going to spend the time to answer your questions, and I'm going to go over the best way that you should follow up, and I'll go over that shortly, but stay to the end. Don't stop. Don't stop watching. Stay right here. Stop the scroll. Yes. Okay, but you're in the startup phase, but you have a business. Go on, claim it, girl. So just say business. You already have the business. Yes, I like to know who watch me that already have a business. And so, yes, if you're joining me for the very first time, make sure you put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusha. That just means you're just now hearing the sound of my voice, the voice that I'm not about to lose. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me. I love my newbies. Say hi, Jerusha. Yes, let me know that you are present. If you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag two people or share the broadcast, you and I just became besties. Sharing is caring. But when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge. Let's go. So if you're on this page, I share motivation, inspiration, and business tips. You're in the right place at the right time. So if you have a team, you got business partners, you better tell them, girl, come on over here because I don't want to be the best kept secrets. We want to make sure you get what you need for 2023. And so today, really quickly, I wanted to share with you, should you cross people off your follow-up list, right? So I decided, let me teach a follow-up training. It's going to be 2 days. You and I, yes. And so you do have to register for the follow-up training. The link tree is in my bio. The link tree is in my bio. And I'll talk about that in a moment. So make sure you stay to the end. But should you cross people off your list? And so to me, it just kind of depends, but the answer is kind of no. Okay. So let me just give you an example of, why it's important. Most people say the fortune is in the follow-up. I believe that the fortune is in the fellowship. Okay. You got to make sure that you're fellowshipping, you're building relationships. And so I am the person that is my weakest area. I would believe in business is follow-up. So I had to create follow-up systems. I had to learn how to automate my follow-up. I'm going to get into that with you. So let me ask you this and be honest. If I offered you $10,000, okay, or coach with me for 6 months, which one would you take? If I offered you right now $10,000 or coaching session with me for 6 months, what would you do? Put it in the chat. Let me know. 10,000 or 6 month coaching? 10,000 or 6 month coaching? Put it in the chat. I want to see what you're thinking about. I want to see how you're thinking, girl. Yes. Okay. 10,000. You want the 10,000. Okay. That's fine. Okay. You want the 6 month coaching. All right. TikTok, you want 6 months coaching or 10,000 right now? 10,000. Okay. I love the hearts. Heart me up. Yes. 10,000, 6 month coaching. Okay. 6 month coaching right now. 10,000 or 6 month coaching. Okay. This is the thing. I always say knowledge is the new rich, right? Arm yourselves with it. The greatest thing that you can get from someone is not money, but it's their mind, because the mind produces the money. So you want to know how they did it. You want to know how their mind is wired to produce what you want. And so that's why it's important. If Warren Buffett said, spend one day with him or he give me $1 million, I'm going to spend that one day, because I already know that one day going to produce more than 1 million. And so that's just, what I know for sure. If Oprah said, spend one day with me or she'll give me $1 million, I'm going to spend one day with Oprah. Because I already know what I'm going to ask. I already know the questions. I already know the contacts that I'm going to get. I already know the relationships that we're going to build, the connections that she have. I'm going for the one day. So you got to ask yourself, do you want the knowledge to produce long-term wealth, or do you just want somebody to give it to you immediately? It's yes or yes. Okay, so it's important that you start today and you have a side hustle. You start that side gig. It's necessary that you do it right now, because it's about wealth, not wages. So Jerusha said, it's about wealth, not wages. It's no longer good when people like, oh, I'm wages. No, ma'am, wealth. So here's where I think people drop the ball, in my opinion, and what I've seen. I've been an entrepreneur for over 17 years. So if you're joining me, I'm Jerusha, motivational speaker, business coach, social marketer. I help people build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threats. And so I teach you, how to leverage and monetize social media. And so in my 17, almost 18 years of being an entrepreneur, I know a thing or two. And what I found is people drop the ball in the follow-up. And the follow-up is where your money is. So should you ever cross them off your list? It depends. But it's kind of no. Ever wonder how many times you should follow up with someone before you cross them off your list? Yes. Okay. This is really common, a very common question that a lot of people have. So let's talk about it. So it depends. If the person says not now, if they say maybe later, if they say I'm in the middle of something, I'm moving, all of those things is not no. That doesn't mean no. That means you should follow up with those people. Okay. So what I did was I put together a follow-up training. It's 2 days, and I have a follow-up ebook. And so in my follow-up ebook, I give you scripts of what to say. So if someone is saying not right now, doesn't mean no. If they're like later, I'll get back with you, anything like that. You always want to be the nice person. I'm telling you, kindness kills people, right? So you go high in this situation. You go high, like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. In this situation, that's what we're going to do. Okay. So you say, write this down, pretty person. This is a script for you. That's a part of the follow-up ebook that you can get in the training. So no problem. You seem great. I understand that timing might not be good right now, right? But would it be okay if I keep you informed in the future? Would it be okay if I keep you updated? Would it be okay if we stay connected? So this is your way of following up in the future to get permission. The problem is most people feel like they're begging, they're bothering people, because I hear people say all the time, I'm just going to ask you one time, and if you don't want it, well, that's not really how you sell. Now, if you don't want the sale, well, then don't do it, right? But the average person, it takes 5 to 12 attempts for them to actually move forward, whether it's an opportunity or a product. And they could want it. They could actually need your product, and still they're hesitant, right? And then you have some people like spot on, they purchase right now, but the majority of the people, think about it, right? They're like, give me a minute. A lot of times they want to see if they got the money, right? And so you want to make sure you leave the door open for you to follow up. And so this eliminates you feeling like you're bothering somebody. And so it's interesting to me that you want to be successful, but you won't follow up. And that is something that I struggled with. And I was like, oh, it's not my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing to meet you. I want to meet everybody. Let's go, girl. That's my favorite thing to do, is to meet the people. Whether I'm face to face or I'm online, I like the initial meets. The follow-up, I'm like, that's why I created the system, because I understand the pain. Okay. And so you want to make sure, I'll say it again for the people in the back, you want to make sure you like, no problem. She said, not right now, whatever. No problem. You seem great. Always compliments. It's very important. Every single person is wearing a sign on their forehead that says, make me feel important. Say something nice to me. Tell me I'm pretty, whatever, right? So you want to be like, no problem. You seem great. No problem. You seem awesome. No problem. Whatever you want to say. I understand that timing isn't good right now, and ask the question. I'm a good question asker. Would it be okay if I contacted you later? Question mark. Would it be okay if I informed you what's going on in the future? Question mark. Would it be okay if I kept you updated? Question mark. Would it be okay if we stay connected? Question mark. You ask, right? Now, when she says yes, most people, I'm like, no, you can't contact me later. Most people are like, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Even when somebody comes to your door and they're like, hey, we trying to see if you need roofing, and you like, not right now. When you say that, the person is like, okay, I can come back later, because you didn't say no, right? So now you're getting permission. I love the hearts. Heart me up if you're getting value, baby. And if you're on Facebook, you can give me stars. So once you say that and the person says yes, then you have their permission to follow up. Now, there are several ways to follow up. I think we are confused on what follow up is, because I was confused. And so I built my first business offline. And so we were calling, following up, leaving messages. Like we would be leaving 100 messages a day, like calling, following up with people that we've met. And we were trying to do it in a short period of time. Now, all you have to do is text. Now, all you have to do is message in Messenger. Now you can actually automate the follow-up, right? And I'll give you all of the ways to automate the business in the 2-day training. Now you can follow up in so many ways. But if you're online and you don't have their number, right? So you don't have that, or you don't have their email to put them in an email campaign. You don't have that information. So Facebook actually has it where you can actually customize your leads. You can customize your customers. You can customize the people you want to follow up with. You can customize, you can customize all of this right in Facebook. That way you're not trying to find the person in Messenger. I'm going to tell you about it in the 2-day training. The link tree is in the bio. Okay. So I'm going to show you my screen and show you. So all of these tools are available for you. Social media is just a tool for me. And I'm just not on here scrolling all day, getting caught up in the infinite scroll hole. I'm making moves, and I want you to make moves and not waste time. So let me just share my screen really quickly. So a basic follow-up is also loving on their pages. That's a follow-up. You're commenting on their page. That's a follow-up. It doesn't have to be, are you ready to buy? Excuse me. Are you ready to look at my offer? Are you ready to look at the product? Now that's annoying, right? No one wants you to do that, but you got to be very, creative in how you follow up online. And so when they continue to see your name and you're not loving on their page every day like a stalker now, you're just, when you see their stories or you see them in your feed, you want to acknowledge, because people like that and it helps them out as well. But also your name keeps resonating in their mind. Your name continues to show up. So when you do follow up, whatever way that is, then you're not a stranger anymore. You're somebody that loves on my stuff. Remember, I said you're always building relationships. You're always the person that's making that connection, because you're the CEO of your own business, baby, right? And so, because I said earlier, follow-up is what? They say the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the fellowship. So I'm fellowshipping when I say, hey, Tanya, I'm fellowshipping. When I say, hey, Lanisha, I'm fellowshipping. Hey, Miss, I'm fellowshipping with you. So if I did message you, it's not crazy, because I'm already fellowshipping. The fortune is in the fellowship. You got it, right? So I'm going to show you an easy way that you can fellowship. And that way your follow-up is really, really easy as well. Booking Bliss. Would it be okay if you contact me later? Yeah, sure. I learned something new. Customize your contact. Okay, you guys, I can't read the comments when I'm training because then I'll get off track. All right, so I'll come back and I'll answer your comments. I promise. So let me share my screen. All right. Bam, 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 bam. All right, I'm going to show you an easy way to follow up. And if you're on Instagram and TikTok, you're not going to be able to see my screen. I'm sorry, but you can come over here on Facebook. It's still my name. Just come over here on Facebook and you'll be able to see my screen. But I just want to show them a simple way to follow up. So, of course, Facebook gives you people's birthdays. It's real easy, okay? For Facebook shows you their birthdays. So these people have birthdays. They only show you the people that's actually your friend birthdays. Now, even though they're my friend, if you see your name on here, you're my friend, but I don't actually know all of the friends here. I know them through social media, so we best friends. So that means I should be able to talk to you. If you follow me, if you friend me, we're friends, and I'm going to talk to you, right? Otherwise, why would we be doing this? So this person right here, a beautiful birthday girl today, you want to make sure every time that you love on your people's birthday. Now, a little training for you, freebie, not in the feed where everybody else said happy birthday, Okay, if you are special, like I'm special, and I want to stand out, and I want you to remember me, and I'm following up from a previous conversation. So I don't want to be in the shuffle of 300, 400, 500 people who said birthday in the feed, right? So I want to be memorable. Remember I said that to you? You want to be memorable. And so what I would do is I would open up and I would go to Messenger. And so I would actually leave her a birthday in Messenger. Now I'm so extra over here. I done created a video with me in the video, right? And I do everything with shortcuts, so no worries. With me in the video singing happy birthday, child. So this way I know you're not going to forget. So I put her name. I always address people by name because people always mess up mine. So I always address people by name. And so, yes. And so I would send her this little birthday message with the video that I created saying happy birthday to her. And it's all extra. Okay. Now I already know she gonna see it. Okay. So because I'm the only person that did that other than the people that are in this training that understand now how you should do things to be different and creative. And so I know that I can go through because Facebook has helped me out. And they just told me that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people who have birthdays today. This is follow-up. Because I promise you, I've talked to these 8 people about something, whether it's a course, whether it's a training, whether it's a product, whatever it is, I've built a relationship. So it's not strange if I say happy birthday, right? And so now they get that happy birthday. Even right now, when I go to Baskin Robbins and it's my birthday and they give me 1 scoop of ice cream, I'm excited that they said happy birthday to me, even though they said it to a million other people. And so you see how this works. You're building relationships, you're fellowshipping. This is my fellowship to the follow-up. And so little things like that, there are tons of things that you can do online that's real simple because you're already online. So you might as well be working. So I'm not just here. You might as well do something that's beneficial to the business to bring in revenue to your business. All right. So that's one simple way that you can follow up. And so in the 2-day training, I'm going to give you several ways online that you can follow up. And this is interesting to me is if they have an anniversary, same thing. You see it in the feed. If they have a new baby, a new dog, whatever it is, you want to make sure you acknowledge those things. Those things are important to people because that's why they posted it. They posted it so you could see it, so you could say something, right? So celebrate the peoples, celebrate them. They want that celebration. I don't understand if it's somebody you want to connect with. If I want to collaborate with you and I see it. Now, if your page has hundreds of thousands of people, it's going to be hard to do. I know that from experience. But for the most part, if you use the system that I'm going to teach in the 2-day training where you can categorize everybody, you won't have that problem. Okay. Does it make sense? Yes or yes? So if a person says not now, later, timing, you say the script that I gave you above so you can get permission to follow up later. You're in between the follow-up. You're going to do little fellowshipping. You're going to build a relationship with those people. So you're not begging. Now, if she says no, like straight up, no, you can't contact me, then that's when it's a wrap. Okay. Rarely do people say, no, you can't follow up in the future. Most people are like, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So it gives you permission. But if she just straight up tells you, no, don't follow up with me, ever, then of course that's a wrap, my dear. That's when you're bothering people. If she asks you to stop, then you just stop. And another thing, when you follow up, you do not follow up every week. That's why I have a follow-up sequence in the training. And so, yes, the training is February 15th and 16th. It's 2 days, just 1 hour each day. The link tree is in my bio. Okay. And so as soon as you click the link tree, you will see follow-up training. It's 2 days. It's not next week, but the next week, February 15th and 16th, 2 days with the pretty people. And of course, or you can put follow-up in the chat on Facebook. Put follow-up in the chat if you want the info about it. It's no problem. And or DM me follow-up, because I might be in jail. I don't know. I think I am. But if I'm in Facebook jail, then I will still get back with you, or you DM me follow-up. Okay. So if you struggle with what to say to follow up, I have you covered in the 2-day training. It's 20 scripts in the training for you. I want you to get the sale. The sale is not always on the first attempt. You know how many times I've gone to, Neiman Marcus or whatever, right, store, and I didn't purchase it right then, but I wanted it. And then I got home and I was like, oh, I should have got it. Then I got online. I don't go in the store anymore. I just go online. I'm like, oh, I should have purchased it. And you keep thinking about it. And then that store sends you an email with the 10% off, 20% off, or update. Then you're reminded, oh, I needed to shop there. It's the same thing. So you want to watch retailers. So in the training, I'm going to show you where to store your leads on Facebook. And of course, because you don't want to leave them in Messenger. The money is made in Messenger, but you don't want to leave your contacts in Messenger. So we want to move them out of Messenger. And I'm going to share with you, you're not following up weekly. You're going to follow up in a sequence. And that's going to be available for you as well. Yes, you can register now. It's open now. Thank you for asking. So yes, the link tree is in my bio. Get the follow-up training. So how many of you are ready for the follow-up training? You're like, I need it, Jerusha. Because that is where your money is. Like a lot of times, and I didn't know that. I heard people say it, but I don't like that too much. I followed up maybe 3 times and I was like, that's it, next. But that's also because I have so many contacts. So I don't have time to follow up. But when I create an automated system that can follow up for me, I was like, boom, we got it. Now they get to follow up all year. The system is set up where it's boom, boom. It's following up for me all year. And it's my words. It's still me, but it's automated. And so you want to make your life easier, right? Yes or yes. Say, Jerusha, I need the easy part. And so, yes, and it's free. So how I do it, there's a paid version, but there's also a free version. So I'll be happy to share that with you. And yes. So do me a favor. Yes, it's in the, okay, if you click anywhere my name is, the link tree is there. Anywhere my name is, the link tree is there. You can get it or put in the chat, follow up. So don't be the person that's just talking about it. We started January 1 together. And so when you come over here, you're going to learn today. So if you don't want to learn, this isn't the page for you. Like, you're going to get inspired. You're going to get motivated. You're going to learn something. And so that's what I do with my boys. You're going to learn something today. So don't be the person that's just talking about it. I'm going to start just talking about it. Oh, I'm going to purchase. Okay, just talking about it. Don't be that person. I know the pretty people, you're not like that. And I heard somebody tell me, it probably was my grandmother. She said, the tongue in your mouth and the tongue in your shoes are going in different directions. You better write that down. So Jerusha said, I don't want the tongue in my mouth and the tongue in my shoes to go in different directions. Okay, they need to go in the same direction. So whatever you're talking about, you actually should do it. Be that person that actually do what you say. That's kind of like a pet peeve of mine. When people say they're going to do something, then they don't. It's okay to have, something happened and all of that. But yeah, that's where you follow up. Okay. Now, when should you cross them off? Like I said, never until they actually say, yeah, cross me off. I'm not interested. And that's very important for your business, because a lot of time it's just timing. That's it. It's nothing to do with you, nothing to do with your company, nothing. It's just timing. And you don't know what's going on in that person's life. And you just assume they don't want it from you. Probably nothing to do with you. I promise you, it has nothing to do with you. So kind of never. And you do have time to follow up if you took my training on Power Hour, using that Power Hour to follow up in 15 minutes. Everybody has time to follow up. You have time for everything else in your life. So if you don't follow up, then you don't want to make the money because your money is in the follow up. And so do me a favor, write this down. February 15th and 16th. Go ahead and go to the bio, click my link tree, go ahead and register. And all of us have the same time. We have 12 months in a year, 52 weeks, 365 days. What is it? 8,760 hours, 525,600 minutes. And I want to say it's 31,536,000 seconds. We all have the same. The beggar and the billionaire have the same time. So you have time to build your dreams. You have time to follow up. You have to make time for what's important. You have to make time for abundant things in your life because your time now is consumed with things that you don't give us an abundant life. So you're doing these things that don't give you an abundant life. You got to start thinking more abundantly. I'm going to start following up like crazy. Oh man, I can't wait to follow up because once you get to that 5 to 12 attempts, some money is going to come in, baby. You're going to start making that money, honey. You got it. Yes. I'll say thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And so let me just say this to you. You've been assigned this mountain, show others it can be moved. If you are too lazy to plow, don't expect a harvest. You got to start plowing. This is plowing season. The harvest is coming in the spring, but you got to start right now. You have to follow up with the clients. They will not call you back even when they want it. They will not message you back even though they want it, right? You have to follow up. You're the CEO of your own business. And so believe in yourself. The best thing I ever did was believe in me. And I'm not working this hard to be the same person I was last year. The pretty people, we're not working this hard to be the same person we was last year. We're going to learn how to follow up. So you're going to follow up with your clients or prospects or whatever you call them. So your client base is huge. And so you can go on these lavish vacations. Summer is coming and we're booking vacations. We want to be able to enjoy ourselves. So that means we got to follow up. Yes or yes. Say, Jerusha, you talking to me today. Because it's not my favorite thing to do, but I do it anyway. And so because I need to do it. And so, yes, trust me, I understand. I think my computer about to go off. Yes, keep that money. Keep your mind on your money, baby. That follow-up is your money. And so let me just share this with you, what's going to be in there really fast. I think I got 2 seconds. Share. All right, so if you can see my screen on Facebook. So the 2-day follow-up training. And so it does include my follow-up ebook. And so what is included in the follow-up ebook is how often to follow up with leads and customers, my follow-up sequence, how to automate your follow-up system, 20 downloadable scripts, like what to say when you follow up, plus me live for 2 hours, one day on the 15th an hour and 1 hour on the 16th of February. And so, yes, the link is right in my link tree is right in my bio. So go ahead and grab it. And I'm telling you that, yeah, it's a small cost, but it's lunch money. So I wanted to make it reasonable for the pretty people because I want you to have it. So I'm like, all right, so this is what we're going to do. But this is still my time. So I don't want to waste time. I want to make sure the people who want it, they get registered and we make it happen. Because we doing the doggone thing, pretty people. Like the pretty people in the building. So you're my people. And so I told you, you get me excited. When you learn something and you implement and you message me, Jerusha, I'm like, yes, baby. So I'm your biggest cheerleader. Understand? All right, guys. So I got to run, but please do me a favor. Go to my profile, click my link tree, and join that 2-day follow-up. It's in 2 weeks, not really, kind of in 2 weeks. And so I want you to have that so we can have some fun. So if you love my free trainings, like this is the free training, right? For 15, 20 minutes. If you love the free training, girl, we have a lot of fun in the other trainings because I get to answer your questions. It's going to be a live Q&A. and I get to hear the type of business you have. So I just want to make it a little bit more personable. And so, yes, so do me a favor. If you want to be a part of that, grab it or put follow up in the chats. I'm really just thankful that Grace and Mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I see you on the page. You're welcome. I will go through and answer your questions that you left me in Messenger because I can't answer them right now. All right, perfect. Enjoy your Friday, baby. Let make